Hello students, good morning. Welcome to our next class of SST. As you know that yesterday we have discussed chapter 11 of history. Today we will continue with that chapter on page number 100. We will discuss today from the Sunga dynasty, Kanu dynasty, the Satvahans, and invasions from the northwestern part. After the decline of the northern empire, in northern part of India, the last Mauryan ruler, he was killed by his own army commander Pushyamitra Sunga. And in this way, Sunga dynasty was established in northern part of India. The Sunga dynasty was from 185 BC to 73 BC. Pushyamitra Sunga was a very powerful ruler, and beside him, other than Pushyamitra, there were other 9 Sunga kings. What was his achievement? His achievement was that Pushyamitra defeated a famous Greek invader, Meander, in 155 BC, and he pushed him out of his territory. So this was his greatest achievement. The Sunga dynasty ruled for about 112 years, and the last Sunga king was Devbhuti, who was also killed by his minister Vasudev Kanva. And after he was killed by Vasudev Khan in 73 BC, so Vasudev Kanva established another dynasty named as Kanu dynasty, and Kanu dynasty lasted from 73 BC to 28 BC. He was the founder of Kanu dynasty, who Vasudev Kanva. And this dynasty lasted for about 45 years. And the last Kanu king was also killed by the Satvahan king of Andhra Pradesh. At that time it was not Andhra Pradesh, Andhra king, Simuka. And what was the important thing about this dynasties which were actually developed, established after the Mauryan Empire? The Mauryans, after Ashoka the Great, followed Buddhist religion. They have accepted Buddhism and they're following the path of Ahimsa. But these kings, the Sunga dynasty, the Kanu dynasty, the rulers who belong to these dynasties, they followed Brahmanical religion. So they again encouraged the Vedic rites and also performed Vedic sacrifices like Ashwamedha Yajna. Understood? They did various revolts towards the end of the rule of the Sunga and the Kanva dynasties, and their kingdoms reduced to the region around Magadh. So gradually these dynasties also declined. Now the next dynasty we will study about is the Satvahans, and the time period of the Satvahan dynasty is 28 BC to AD 225. You will see a difference in date. BC means, you all know I suppose, BC means before Christ. Before the birth of the Christ, whatever happened is written down as BC. And AD means when now the Christ has born, that means 225 AD means after the birth of Jesus Christ. Understood? The Satvahan were the most important successors of the Mauryans in the Deccan. So the Sunga dynasty, the Kanu dynasty, these were in the northern part of India. And what happened in the Deccan is in the southern part of India. So the Satvahan were the important successors of Mauryas in the Deccan. Who was the Satvahans who established the Satvahan dynasty? Gautami Putra Sri Satkarni was the most important ruler of this dynasty. And his ruling period was between AD 106 to AD 130. And what about his kingdom? How far it stretched? It stretched from Upper Godavari Valley, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra, Gujarat, Kathiawar, North Konkan, Berar, Malwa, and the northern parts of Tamil Nadu. From where did we know that this kingdom was stretched so far in the Deccan? We have come to know this from inscriptions. And this inscription was composed by the mother of Sri Satkarni, and her mother name was Gautami Palashri. Sri Satkarni and the other Satvahan rulers, they all were known as Dakshina Path. Dakshin means, you know that the direction of south. The Dakshin Path means the route which is leading to the southern part of India. And this term is also used for all the southern region. And in this part of the region, there were wars, especially with whom? The Saks. Who were these Sakas? We will also study about them in the later part. The Sakas gradually means constantly they have a war, so gradually they weaken the Satvahans. When the Satvahans become weaker, the provincial governors declared themselves. Provincial means the Satvahans have their empire divided into different provinces, and they have a governor at each province. So these province governors were earlier have their kings. They have to serve their king, but when the kings become weaker, they declared themselves independent, and thus the empire, the Satvahan Empire, which was a very large empire, broke down into small kingdoms. And when someone is breaking down in smaller size, then what happened? It becomes weak. So now we will discuss about some invasions which happened after these modern decline of modern empire. So as we already have discussed, modern empire declined. There were small and very small kingdoms arose, but these kingdoms have no unity with each other. They always fight with each other because they have their priority. They want something, the other kingdom wants something else, so they have their priorities. So they fought with each other. They are not united. Because of this weakness, there were foreign powers, particularly from the Greek, the Sakas and the Kushanas. They have the advantage of taking advantage. They have took advantage of this situation, and they had become successful in setting up their kingdoms in India. So we will first discuss about today we will discuss about the Indo-Greeks, and there were other also, the Saka, the Kushanas, but today we will only discuss about the Indo-Greeks. The Greeks were among the first invaders in the subcontinent of India. They ruled over Bactria, that is northern Afghanistan. And the most famous Indo-Greek ruler's name was Menander or Melinda, and he ruled between 165 BC to 145 BC. The Indo-Greek were the first rulers in India who issued coins. They introduced Greek elements in Indian art that later come to be known as the Gandhara school of art. You can see a picture sculpture. It is a mixture of Indian traditional art and the Greek art, and combined together, this art form is known as the Gandhara school of art. So today only up to this. You will go through this topic, page number 100 and page number 101, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me about these. Okay, see you in the next class.